The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Room here to run. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. It feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now Jones. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability, and this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jackson now. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They run the counter now on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I don't think you got it.
Throwing Jones. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Jones. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Now a second down and 6. Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Tucker's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field, and this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 9, Jones rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
56, the mark, boys, 56, check 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Jones looking deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
is Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.